Alright guys, what's going on? Dippin Diesel back. If you guys are seeing this video, then the time has come and I have sold my 1965 Dodge D500. This is basically the beginning of selling it. What I'm going to do right now is take this glass chalk and write for sale on the front windshield. And since you guys know a lot of traffic drives behind my videos, I'm going to go ahead and write for sale and just park it right up here facing that way, and it'll get a couple hundred cars a day. And I'm also going to post it on Facebook Marketplace, so this is where it's going to sit until it sells. Now, I was getting a lot of hate on my last video when I told you guys how much I spent on this truck, and I added what I spent in tools to get this work done on this truck, and you guys were bashing me saying I shouldn't include the tools in the price because the person that buys this truck's not going to get the tools and blah 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 blah. Well, I'm gonna list it for the price that I want to list it. If no one wants to buy it, then I'll lower the price. A vehicle is only worth as much as someone is willing to pay for it. So if they're willing to pay $6 grand for this truck, I'm just throwing out a number. If they're willing to pay $6 grand for this truck, then I'm gonna sell it for $6 grand. It doesn't matter if I put $3,000 into this, or if I spent $1,300 on the truck and only spent $2 grand, so $3,500. Doesn't mean I have to sell it for $3,500. I can put the price whatever I want to. It's just, if no one's gonna buy it, then I have to lower the price. The truck is only worth as much as someone's willing to pay for it. Park it right here. Now, I'm gonna park it back there so they have time to stop. They can park in front of my driveway and come and look at it. Oh dude, these brakes are so much better. I stopped on a dime, man. All right, let's see if we can clear this tree right here. And I'm stopping on a dime with these new brakes. See that? Yeah, that's what I like to see, baby. Man, it's a good truck now. Now I'm just gonna park this baby right here, right at the road. Man, if you guys can't see that, let me throw it in reverse real quick, and I'll pull forward again. Just look at these brakes. Ready? Dude, we are stopping, boys. Oh, that is money. That is money. This is a good driving truck now with those brakes. With these brakes like that, working how they're supposed to be, man, let me tell you what. This is absolutely insane, guys. I had the truck parked at the road from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday I made that last video, and then I had the truck parked over here. Fast forward to Monday, I received a call. I answered it, and it's this older guy, and he's talking to me about the truck and asking me how much I want for it. I told him my asking price. I told him I was a little bit flexible on it. And he said, I have a truck that I may be able to do a partial trade with. Me thinking, okay, it's gonna be another older truck. So we get to talking. He says he has this truck, might want to do a partial trade. And then he also says he has another truck that he could maybe do a partial trade as well. So it's either one truck or the other. And let me tell you what, these trucks are badass, guys. One of them is a 1946 Dodge truck. So I'll put a picture up on the screen right here of what it is. And the other one is a super rare. They only made these from 1957 to 1960. So it's a 1959 Dodge Power Giant Power Wagon. Like I said, these are pretty rare. I could barely find anything about them online. No one's selling them. You can't find them at auctions. And they are sick as hell, guys. Just here in a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and go check them out. Hopefully the guy will let me film. But dude, this is a huge opportunity for the channel, guys, because he wants to trade and he wants to actually work this truck and put it to work. And it's a good driving truck. The brakes work, everything works perfectly. And it's a good overall truck to be worked on a farm or just around your property. I'm not sure what he's gonna do with it. But we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the 1946 and the 1959. I'm more excited about the 1959. That's the truck that I want because it is four-wheel drive. He did tell me that someone took the transfer case out of it. So we'll have to figure something out about that. But we can always throw some second gen axles on it or something and make it four-wheel drive. Get a second gen transfer case, 12 valve swap it, 4BT swap it. I'm not sure how big the engine bay is. But guys, I am super excited about this build because no one has this truck and it's gonna be awesome to work on and just learn more about these old different types of trucks. It has a flathead 6, so me and Caleb are already knowledgeable about those types of engines and how to get them started and stuff like that because his 1951 did have one. But yeah, guys, I'm super excited. Hopefully you guys are too for this rare 1959 truck. That's the one I'm gonna try to go after and get a partial trade with this truck. He said he might add a little bit of cash. So super exciting, guys. So we'll go ahead and meet you guys at his property if he allows me to film. And yeah, we'll catch up with you guys then.
This is a 60 model, 59 model. It has a 60 grill, as far as I know, and it is a power wagon, but it's a power giant. They only made them for 4 years.
Read that it was 1957 to 1960.
That's right.
Yeah, so you don't see this truck very often, man. It's a good looking truck.
Came with a 9-foot bed from the factory. Power giants, as far as I know, they're the only ones from the factory that had it that way.
Yeah, I've never really been a fan of step sides, but I'll make an exception, you know?
Hear you.
You guys know that we dealt with this flathead 6 in Caleb's 1951, so this shouldn't be hard to start. We got the motor turned over with a socket, so we know that nothing is frozen up, the cylinder's moving, everything. And yeah, this. Hey, there's that bumper that you were saying.
You said to be careful. We didn't listen to you, did we?
Didn't hit you, did it?
No, I bumped it a little bit.
We can leave it here, or we can throw it in
You can just throw it in the bed.
I'll throw it back there. So
But there it is, guys. That is the motor of this power giant. Man, this thing is so sick, guys. Yeah, tell me this doesn't look badass. So we showed you guys a little bit of the 1959 Dodge Power Giant Power Wagon. I didn't even know they made those called Power Giants, but I guess that's what it's called, Power Giant Power Wagon. This is the 1946 Dodge truck. This was the second one that we might have possibly made a trade with. I'll let you guys know which one I went with. Oh, I kind of already mentioned it. I went with the Power Giant. We're trading the Power Giant and his motorcycle over there and some cash for my 1965 Dodge D500. But Caleb kind of wants this truck.
this thing looks sick, man.
Yeah, we had the tarp off earlier, but we'll just leave it on. But I'll throw up a picture on the screen right here of it. But this thing is sick too, man. This thing would be a good project. It seems like everything's all there except for the carburetor. He said he has a carburetor, but this thing definitely needs a ton of work. I'm not saying that that Power Giant doesn't need a ton of work, because it does, but these old truck, I like that, how those gauges are. This looks super clean.
Nice truck. Definitely a nice truck. It's in pretty good. It's not in terrible shape.
Yeah,
it needs a lot of work, but
I mean, Mater needs a lot of work.
yeah,
but
probably more work than this. Same thing with Mater. Back glass was busted out.
But yeah, there's the 46. I thought I'd show you guys that because I mentioned it in this video before. But the truck that I'm trading with is that 1959 Power Giant, because they are so rare. You cannot find one. I don't know why he's even getting rid of this. Actually, he told us he wants to start thinning the herd, but man, you don't find these around ever. And I'm lucky enough to have him just call me out of the blue. He stopped by the house, saw my number, and gave me a call and said he wanted to, you know, make a deal, my truck for the Power Giant or this truck. And we made a deal. So, but we're gonna trailer Frank over here and then this flip-flop. So we're gonna get that Power Giant that you guys saw, and we're also gonna get this 1996 Triumph. I think it's called an Adventurer. So we're also gonna get this bike as well. This one will probably just have to be a flip because I'm not really a bike guy. Maybe Mike will want this bike, I'm not sure.
I'll drive it around a little bit.
Mike's videos have been doing pretty good on his Harley Speedster, Roadster, something like that. So he may want this bike and to make some videos on it.
Oh, it's gonna need some work, boys. I don't know anything about motorcycles.
I do not either. But we're getting this in a trade, and I mean, the way that it sits right now, I can probably put it up online and get a little bit of money for it. Because dude, it doesn't even have 1,700 miles. 1,687 miles on this bike. It's a 96.
Somebody will like it. I mean, it's in really good shape. It's just got to get polished up.
Yeah.
Bet you if you took this to a detailer, I mean, we could even detail it, honestly.
Yeah.
We could literally detail this thing. Polish all the chrome, buff all the paint.
Tires still look good.
Polish the mirrors.
Dude, those are rock solid. They got a little bit of dry rot, but you know, it's a 96. This is all original. 1,600 miles on it. So we'll give you guys one last look before we take off. We're gonna come back here in a couple days and pick this thing up and make the exchange. This definitely needs a lot of work. There's a lot of rust holes. It's not really anything that we can't deal with. You know, it's gonna be hard to get these bends in some sheet metal without a metal brake. We'll find a way to fix this bed up and all the rust holes. You know, the cab is solid. The front fenders are solid. The hood is solid. The front grille is solid. The front clip too. The only thing that's really bad is this door right here. It's definitely rusted. But it's the price you're gonna have to pay for a truck that's been, you know, not ran, it's been sitting, and that's what you're gonna get on these old trucks. But some of this stuff is really easy to fix. You know, weld that up, bend it back, weld it up, and you know, we'll go ahead and mess with this thing. But anyway, we'll catch up with you guys in a couple days.